I have here the 14-inch MacBook Pro with the M1 Pro chip in the color Space Gray. I'm so excited to be unboxing this because that means I can finally say goodbye to my 2012 MacBook Air, which has been giving me so many troubles this past couple of years when it comes to editing. And I've been using so many various laptops. I've been using my sister's 2015 MacBook Pro, my work laptop, and then I had to get a MacBook Air with the M1 chip for temporary use. I will be returning it to Costco, but I can finally say this is mine. I can customize it, do whatever I want to it. And yeah, so let's go ahead and unbox it. Here is the laptop. She is thick and we get ports. We have SD card, HDMI, USB, Type-C / Thunderbolt. On the other side, we have MagSafe, the return of MagSafe, 2 Thunderbolts on these sides, and a headphone jack. Let me put this aside for a minute and unbox everything else. Here I have the MagSafe charger. I'm struggling, trying to make this pretty. There's so many random notches. Oh my God. Wow, I find that the wire is such better quality with this type of material. I'll have to look up what it's called, but it's much better than the other one. The one from my 2012 MacBook Air is a plastic. Designed by Apple in California. It's just a notebook. I have some information about the MacBook Pro. I'll read that later. And of course, some stickers. This time the stickers are black. I got Space Gray, and that's probably why. These are massive stickers. So this year, you can choose to upgrade the wattage, and I ended up upgrading to a $20 upgraded one. I forget, I think this is 96 watts. That way it can charge much faster. This brick is massive. I'm just putting it by my face. This is huge. Oh my goodness. Now for this laptop, before I open it up, look how thick it is. It is definitely about 1 centimeter or ½ an inch or almost an inch. It is more squared than the previous laptops, which is nice. I don't mind it. It also has little legs at the bottom as well. I like how at the bottom it is engraved MacBook Pro. I think that's just a really nice detail as well. Just to have that, it just feels more almost luxurious for the price point. How satisfying. Oh my goodness. Hello. This is so pretty. I am obsessed. Bonjour. All right, let's go ahead and set this up.
To use English as the main language, press the return key.
This year, I decided to go with space gray because my 2012 MacBook Air is in the color silver, so I wanted a change. As you can tell, the 2012 MacBook Air, the Apple ID lights up, but with the new ones, they don't light up. I believe they've taken that out long ago now, but yeah, I don't really mind that it doesn't have it. So far, I really like the space gray. It really goes with my aesthetics with kind of neutral and dark tones where my desk is at. I'll turn these two around to show you guys the comparison. While it's setting up Apple ID. As you can see, I am so happy that the bezels are much thinner. With the MacBook Air, I found that they were a little bit thicker. I was just being very nitpicky, but for me, I love the design of this. It's more boxy, it's sturdy. I like how it's higher above the table or the ground, and it just feels more elevated when I'm typing. First thought is that I just can't get over the design. This is kind of the biggest reason why I waited for the new MacBook Pros is for the redesign, and so far I'm really happy with it. As you can see from my 2012 MacBook Air, these bezels are thick. I'm so excited to have more screen space. It's just something really nice to have. Hopefully you can see the touch bar, but the touch bar is much bigger as well versus my 2012 MacBook Air. It's just a bit thinner and it's not as secure. But as you can see from my 2012 MacBook Air, I have like 6 ports. So it's nice to know that what I've been used to, I will still get used to with the new MacBook Pros. I'm so happy I get to use MagSafe again because I've been using the USB Type-C with the MacBook Air, and I'm not the biggest fan. I don't mind it, but it is nice to know that with MagSafe, if you walk by it or you may trip over the wire, your laptop's not gonna fly with you. The MagSafe will come off. That is just a very nice thing to know. But let's continue to set this up. Now it's looking for find my devices. Sure. I am now currently setting up Touch ID, so it's just asking me to place my finger all around. And there it is. I am done setting it up. Look at this laptop. I am so happy with it. It is so pretty. I know a lot of people were very, I don't know if angry was the right term, but it was so controversial that Apple brought a notch to the top. But if you had a dark mode sitting on or a dark wallpaper, you honestly don't even see it. I totally forgot it came with a notch until I just really looked close to it. I'm usually working in dark mode anyways, and so to me, the notch isn't the end of the world, at least. Let me be quiet and type for you guys. Let me open up notes right now. It is so satisfying to type on this. It does not have the butterfly keys. I know that was widely unpopular. I'm glad they took it out. Also, something very unpopular was the touch bar. I personally was not the biggest fan, but this year we don't get a touch bar, which is so nice. Let me just lift this. This is a heavy laptop as I'm carrying it. It's not to the point where I feel like it's too heavy, but it's very secure. I like how secure and thick it is, just so that way I feel like obviously if I'm not gonna try to drop it, but if I do, it's safe. It's thick, honestly, I am in love with it. Let's do a MagSafe test. All right. How satisfying is that? So I heard that the speakers in this are really nice. Let's give it a try.
I've been going nowhere lately. It's time to start all over and go for it. 'Cause they don't even know me yet. But that's something I don't Only lavender dreams, baby. What can I do when a million things are running through? Million things I can't undo. I just sleepwalk, I just sleep talk. That's all I got. What can I say with a million things I can't erase? Million people I can't save.
Guys, that speaker is so nice. I find the audio is very clear and smooth, and it's not too bass heavy. I'm not very big on having high bass. I just find the vocals and the other type of instruments really fall through with these speakers. It is on the sides. Oh my god, I'm just so blown away by this screen, by the display, by the entire laptop. I'm just so happy that there's no big bezels, which is totally fine. I'm just having a moment of silence for this laptop. It just truly means a lot. I've been waiting so long for this. I even made a few videos talking about why I'm waiting for this, and I just can't believe it came here. It really just symbolizes my YouTube journey, just the fact that I was able to grow my channel and that this is something I'm doing full time, and for me to invest in something that is more future-proof, which is why I did decide to go with the base model. Because one, price, this is not a cheap laptop. I got it for about $2,500. I also purchased Apple Pay or Apple Care for about 300 Canadian dollars. So it all rounds up to about 2,800 or 2,900 Canadian dollars, which is like 3,000 almost. And that is a hefty price for a base model laptop. But I did buy it as an investment for a future proof, because right now I record in 1080 pixels on my Canon EOS M50, but I do sometimes film with 4K on my 12 Pro. Sometimes I use 30 frames per second or 60 frames per second, but in the future, I do plan to film with 4K and maybe up to 120 frames per second, which means that's a lot more data, that's a lot more power needed to edit these clips. And again, I want to future-proof myself, where as technology increases and I grow my YouTube channel, I want to add more technology in creating my videos, and I wanted a laptop to handle it. And that's why I bought the base model. Base model is definitely more than enough for me, and with the fact that I do want to invest in a desktop setting later in the future, it gives me more room to grow and not hurt my wallet as much as I did for this laptop. However, I am so happy with it, and it really just shows my YouTube journey, just the fact that I am able to come to this point in my life where I can buy it and use it as an investment to grow my YouTube channel. So it's not out of the whim, it's not something I just randomly needed. That's why I just am so happy with this and cannot believe it came in. And yeah, that's mainly it. I hope you enjoyed my unboxing video. I will be doing so much videos with this. I'll be getting my boyfriend to game on it. I'll do a day in the life. I'm gonna put it to the test. Do so many videos, so definitely subscribe if you haven't already. I do a lot of tech and lifestyle videos. If you haven't already, definitely slap that like button for me. I would totally appreciate it. However, that is it for me, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty.